dirty,
and Fitz
are the unapologetic instructors. So, you want to be an instructor? Let's think about that.
There's some things that you're gonna need to know.
How much money I'm gonna make?
That's not. If you're thinking that, the door right there.
How, that way too. 2 exits.
Exactly. Because if you're coming in here just for the money side of it, this is going to be a heartbreaking endeavor for you.
That it will be.
But there's a lot of things that what you want to think about actually becoming an instructor. Like, why do you want to become an instructor? Like, these are like, do you want to help improve the quality of trucking? Do you want to just make or have someone have a better experience than what you did?
I get tired of driving all these miles.
You still gonna have to drive miles.
Nah. My students drive all the miles.
Oh, so you think that you're just gonna come in here and be at the top, the tippy top?
On the man.
Yeah, no.
You know how to kiss ass? That can only get you so far though.
Yeah, it's not gonna get you very far. And the thing is that if you go to do that,
you lose the respect of your peers.
And your peers are the ones that you're going to be reaching out to try to help you in situations that you've never dealt with before.
Because nobody in the office can help them do the backing.
And you want to know why you haven't dealt with those situations? Is because you're new at this.
It's all about learning. It's a learning curve to everything. And you have to take the time to want to learn it. It's not about just being out here, oh, I went through the class and learned to back, or I've been backing up on the road for the last year, or whatever. You have to be able to teach. I was a manager at Foot Locker for 7 years. You know how many people I hired and fired, baby?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a command guy.
I mean, heck, I was an instructor in the military. I did all kinds of different instructing type of things that didn't prepare me for this. You're gonna be dealing with all kinds of different personalities, A-type personalities. You're gonna be dealing with people that speak English as a second language. You're gonna be dealing with people that really have never driven that much of a car, let alone a truck.
Pause you. Let's be blunt about it. Let's be unapologetic about it.
Unapologetic? All right.
You ain't taught nobody to drive a truck, so you don't know shit.
That's true.
It don't matter what you think you know.
Nope.
It's about, learning. You have to learn first.
Humble yourself.
Learn to be an Indian, then become the chief.
Yep. Thing is, too, is that you also don't jump out here and just go straight into PSD now. FMCSA says that you got to have at least 2 years of over-the-road experience before you come in and do pre-CDL, and that is obviously helping somebody get their CDL. Now, here at Prime, you can do it at 6 months, but you're going to be a TNT trainer.
That is team and trainer.
Trainer, not instructor, trainer. There's a difference between the two.
Baby steps, baby.
Exactly. You're going to need to get out there on the road, and you're going to need to get used to actually instructing somebody and teaching somebody when honestly you're still learning yourself.
And honestly, why they still making money?
True.
Because I can have you back up for me, and if you're not getting it and it's taking a little too long, give or take, I can have you watch me finish it and still get on to the next load.
True.
Can you do that out here?
No. Oh. This ain't for the faint of heart. So the thing is, you have to basically put your life in somebody else's hands.
Somebody that has restrictions.
True.
Basically, that's what it is. It's like in most places, a 15-year-old with restrictions.
Very true. They're not going to be a mile mule.
Nah, that they ain't going to be.
That student or that trainee is not going to be on your truck to help you compensate for your financial shortcomings. That is not what this program was intended for. That is not what the TNT program was intended for. You are there to help them learn the ins and outs of the business and the practical side of trucking outside of a instructor student.
So what's the difference between being trainer and an instructor though, because I'm called a pad only, even though most people that's watching this that would call me that don't understand that I'll outdrive them any day of the week.
I would say the difference between an instructor and a trainer is kind of like pre-employment, post-employment. Let's say, well, after you've been employed.
Probation.
There you go. It's even better. Or, which some people look at, you come out of school, you're still going to have to, military-minded, you're going to still have to be a UI under instruction before you actually go and start doing it on your own. This is the UI portion. So essentially, I look at the TNT as almost kind of like tech school.
It really is.
It's the tech school side of it. So they've went through basic, i.e. the PSD program. They've gotten their license. Now they're getting into the realm of learning how pertains to ins and outs of everyday trucking.
Learning their job.
Exactly.
So I can tell you as an instructor, it's not my job to teach you the job itself. Right. My job is simple.
Am I going to be able to get this student, this TNT, am I going to be able to get this student and just jump and sleep in the back and just go?
You'll be a fool. You're a dumbass.
Yeah.
Because you don't know him and he's a new driver. Mm-hmm. You should be teaching them. They are not supposed to be road ready in 10 hours or 11 hours as soon as they get in the truck.
That is not something that is taught in the PSD program. Stamina is not something that is really pushed. It's to get your license. It's
it has
to
nothing
get
to
your
do with
CDL.
it. I've tested, I don't know, hundreds of students at this point, and never once has the examiner or DOT asked them, how many hours can you drive?
Nope.
That just makes no sense. But I've never had nothing get sleepy on the road course either.
True.
They got the stamina for that. So, my job, your job, simple. Pre-trip, backing, driving.
Right. Through the PSD program. That's the instructor side of it.
Now, you ain't do your job. You're a bad instructor. You didn't do your job. And I know you didn't do your job.
They get their license?
Huh?
Did they get their license?
Oh, well, yeah, but
I did my job.
Oh.
That is the way that's how everything's supposed to work. And the thing is, if you don't necessarily like somebody who has been PSD'd under somebody else, and you have that 2 years,
do it your damn self. That's all you got to do. Yourself.
Yep.
Don't complain. Don't social media it out. Come in and, as you always say, lose the money because you don't have the skill set to do what we do.
The best thing of what I can say is if you're wanting to be an instructor, you need to learn 3 things. You need to learn to adapt, you need to learn to improvise, and you need to learn to overcome whenever these obstacles, and whenever it comes to these students, and whenever it comes to these trainees. Adapt, improvise, overcome.
Pure patience.
Exactly.
Pure patience. And humble yourself in the fact that you've backed up over the road, but a pad environment is not the same as over the road. Nowhere over the road is there 25 cones
right
into any spot you go into. I myself, back when I came through, because I didn't have the luxury of an instructional class down on the pad on how to back.
Right.
Every day I work with my student, and I would tell my student, you can go ahead and go. And I would stay and I learned to do the maneuvers and make it easier for them.
So you're saying you had the determination, you had the drive, you had focus to do your job.
I'm from Jonesville, Florida, and I'm Cav, baby. I know how to put forth effort.
Right.
I want the best for people. How can I tell them to do better and do this maneuver if I can't damn it do it?
Exactly.
My instructor couldn't do it, and it left me nervous, scared, going into my test. I wasn't confident.
A true leader leads from the back.
Always.
Lead from the back will do the same thing and will not ask something of their student that they cannot do themselves. If you follow those keys and you think that you have the determination and that focus and you have the ability to adapt, improvise, overcome, this may be something for you. If it's not, that's fine.
Nobody's going to hold that against you. Nobody's going to say it's a bad way to do it.
No.
But at the same time, and there's a lot of things going around. I see it on social media all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We're bad, we're bad, we're bad.
And by bad, you mean we as the PSD side of it.
Yes, we're bad.
Mm-hmm.
But make no mistake, we could talk the same way about TNTs. We just choose not to.
Exactly.
My phone rings on a regular from, I'm not comfortable backing. But that's the TNT's job.
Well, as a TNT, whenever it comes down to you going into cities, you don't pull off on the side of the road and take over for your student.
No.
You put them in those situations.
Because that's the job.
Every backing that ends up being done should be getting done by that trainee. Short of crazy situations, but show them how to get out of the crazy situations.
Pure emergencies.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why you should possibly take over. But
this should be honestly the easiest thing for you as a trainee, because you're going to be sitting in the side whenever they're doing their backing.
Sit in the side, or even when I did it, I would get out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did get out, and over time, I got to the point where I could basically sit in the back and knew how hard. But because I wanted them to be successful when they got out here. You field calls.
Yeah.
I field calls all the time.
Definitely.
I've helped many students on a pad because they weren't adequately trained, but I'm not going to bash these trainers.
No, that's not what
This is also for students, potential students, and students that are PSD going into TNT.
Correct.
You got to show some motivation.
Yes.
You have to show some drive. Every time that trainer gets up, put your hand in their pocket and walk along with them.
Yep.
If you're not there to learn it, we're adults. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to get up and learn how to do the job. You got to want it just as much.
And Dirty, to be honest, that's their money. What you're doing as a student or as a trainee, and you're not getting out to do those things, you're not getting out, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot whenever it comes to later on, instead of just jumping in that truck and going out there and making money. Now you're having to be like, you're being slow. You're shorting yourself on this because you don't know, because you didn't push yourself. You didn't have the drive to really, the tenacity to go to that trainer and be like, hey, I'm having issues with this. Show me this.
Yeah, because trying to learn it on your own, that becomes a high-stress situation. High stress becomes a dangerous situation.
It can be, yes, it can.
And you don't want that.
No.
I mean, then it doesn't play with your money, and then I don't want to be here no more. I wasn't trained right.
Right.
What, did you lay on your ass all day? When they was driving on their shift, did you get out and learn how to fuel? Did you even try to bother reading the map? Or did you just say, GPS good enough? Don't be a moron.
Yep.
Be knowledgeable. Knowledgeable is trying to learn every facet of the job itself.
Yep. Because that's at the end of the day, that's your money. But when you kind of bring it back to it, the basics of it, you want to be a trainer, you know all these things of what's going to have to happen. All of these different things you're going to have to fall into place. You're going to need to have all these types of motivations.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good right there.
Oh, yeah, that definitely is. So this time, instead of us having a normal ending, we're going to go ahead and let you know you need to like,
Comment,
click,
subscribe,
and ring that damn bell. It's the Unapologetic Instructors. This is Jonesville Dirty.
and Fitz.
We up out of here, baby.
That works.